Loyola's Student Accessibility Center leads the campus community in its commitments to recognize disability as a valued aspect of diversity, to embrace access as a matter of social justice, and to design more welcoming and inclusive environments. If individuals encounter academic, physical, technology, or other barriers on campus, SAC staff is available to help implement reasonable accommodations or partner to find good solutions. The first steps to receiving an accommodation at Loyola will be to register with the Student Accessibility Center. In order to receive an academic, a meal plan, or a housing accommodation, you must be registered. We cannot stress this enough. All requests for accommodations are determined on a case-by-case basis by the SAC staff. Students can register at any point during their academic career, but we do strongly recommend that this process begin as early as possible, as accommodations are not retroactive. Incoming students seeking housing accommodations are strongly encouraged to complete the registration process with SAC before May 1st. Any housing accommodation requests after May 1st may result in a waitlist. Students seeking academic accommodations are encouraged to register with SAC prior to the beginning of the semester. Registration steps are very simple and easy to complete. You'll need to go to SAC's website, which is just luc.edu/SAC, and we'll share that throughout this presentation. You can find the registration form there on the page. You'll also need to submit additional documentation, and there are great document guidelines that are available on the website. So please be sure to review those as well when submitting your registration form and documentation. After the forms have been received, the SAC staff will then reach out to you to set up an appointment. And this will only happen once all of the necessary information has been received. Appointments are held right now via Zoom unless otherwise noted. It's important to keep in mind that registration appointments are not typically scheduled after week 12 of the semester. So please make sure to start this process early so you have plenty of time to have your accommodation set before the school year begins. If you're seeking housing or dining accommodations, you must also complete one of the following forms: the online request for housing exemption or the online request for meal plan exemption. And you can find information in the forms at the website listed below. You must complete the SAC registration form and either the housing or dining exemptions that are listed here. One will not allow the other, so both forms do need to be completed in order for a review to take place. If you're looking to have an emotional support animal here on campus, there are a few different steps that you'll want to complete. First, you'll start by doing the same registration form and submitting your documentation. Again, be sure to review the documentation guidelines as they are important when submitting your registration form. You'll meet with the SAC staff who will be able to connect with you. And again, these are held via Zoom unless otherwise noted, and registration appointments will be sent out once all documentation information has been received. An individual may qualify to have an emotional support animal on campus if you are a person with a disability, if the animal is necessary in order to provide you an equal opportunity to use and enjoy on-campus housing, and if there is an identifiable relationship between the disability and the assistance of the animal. Students must register first with SAC. Emotional support registration must be completed at least 30 days prior to the start of the academic semester. Students will receive final approval, notification that they have been able to be approved to have an animal on campus from the Department of Residence Life. So important to know that even though this process takes place through SAC, the Department of Residence Life will give that final approval and notification to the student. And then just to keep in mind, professors will receive an accommodation notification from the Student Accessibility Center within the first 2 weeks of classes. It is the student's choice whether or not to disclose the nature of their disability to faculty. SAC is committed to ensuring all information and communication about a student's disability remains confidential as required or permitted by law. If you have additional questions, please feel free to connect with the Student Accessibility Center. Email is the best way to reach out to them, and that web address there will connect you to the registration form and other helpful information available to you. We look forward to assisting you with your accommodation, and please don't hesitate to reach out.